Hey, and today we're going to do another mini business reading for a client. So it's a special gift I give, even though we're focusing mostly on the productivity aspect with my clients. That's the behind the paywall part. What I'm going to show you a sneak peek inside is the mini business reading I give them because I want to be on the same page with what they're doing in the business and what the human design chart tells them about like the content and the role, just as an extra surprise and delight, right? So today we're doing another 3-5 manifestor. So we've already done one. This is the second one. And I could not differentiate them by like right brain or left brain because they had the exact same way of viewing the world. But as you will see, their role in the workplace, so their business, how they approach their business vocation is completely different. So remember, our first manifestor joy was about teamwork, balancing group, and individual dynamics, and she did branding. Well, this one doesn't do that. What she does is she teaches other people, her specific role in her business is how to open themselves up to new way of doing things. Okay, so it's individual focused, like no group stuff. Now, she is able to do so effectively when she becomes aware of all the ways the shadow wishing life was better has shown up in her life, and she chooses to use these experiences as a gift instead of being a victim, because she has spent many years as a mompreneur being like, "Oh, I wish my life was better, I wish my kids were better, I wish my husband was better, I wish my business was better, I wish my house was better." But when she overcomes that, she can see new ways of doing things instead of just being like, I'm a victim, can't change it, wish I could, right? Now, her special sauce is at helping her women embrace every aspect of life and then set actionable and realistic goals for change. She's a mindset coach because not only does she help them see new ways of doing things, it's at the same time as embracing the fact that they're still entrepreneurs and setting actionable, realistic goals, not just like, wow, we're going to change everything and you're going to be like 3 months, you're going to be working from Hawaii on your laptop. Yeah, no, we're going to be realistic. You got kids. Okay. And then what they don't necessarily expect about when they work with her is that she has a very visionary mindset, but also a great deal of enthusiasm for life. So again, she needs to bring this out in her content. So Melissa, make sure you're talking about how you help your mothers embrace every aspect of your life. You're not just like a mindset coach. You're a mindset coach for mother entrepreneurs. And we're going to bring in what your kids are doing and what worries you've got about that for your business and all that. And we're going to set very actionable and realistic goals for you as a mother with a business, right? So make sure you're speaking to that in your content. Now, this job you have of mindset coaching, it becomes a source of prosperity. In other words, you're going to actually start bringing money in when you specialize in one thing, relying on your natural charm and ability to forge connections. So in other words, you're doing one-to-one sales, but not in a sleazy sales pitchy way, just in a very basic, ooh, I connected with you and I see your need. I happen to know this need because I have a product or service that meets it. I just use my natural warmth. I connect you because the only influence I need is connections I've been making all my life. So, Melissa, you need a one-to-one sales process, but it can be so, so key. And your brand angle is balancing the use of the head and the heart. I know we've had a lot of these that I've been doing in this series. Apparently, a lot of people have this brand. So, for you with mindset, some people might think that's intuition. You are bringing in the head, okay? But you are not just doing the head like, oh, I'm a therapist who says use these techniques. You're also leaning into people's intuitions. So remember, do both. But also, your brand voice is human. So, same as our other manifestor, humor, relatable. Do not fall into over relying on intellect, just sounding really professional and smart. You need to put the humor into this with the mindset stuff, okay? So, tell jokes. Your clients have come to you because the last business coach they had who did mindset with them, told them some stupidly unrealistic meditate for 45 minutes, even though they have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old at home. Something. Put the humor in, okay, in your content. So make sure your content is talking about how you balance the head and the heart and put humor, funny stories as a mom, funny stories of clients with their kids, like something, okay? Now, for you, Melissa, career visibility in your business is when you embrace all aspects of life. So instead of shrinking back, oh, my kids are this age, my kids are this stage. No, no, no. Embrace it, lean into it, and people will start noticing you more. It may be counterintuitive, but that's what your chart says is going to be true for you. And then the reason you picked this work in the first place, the reason you even went into mindset coaching is because you had a very strong desire to be a servant leader, improve other women's lives. And then the higher purpose behind your career choice, like why did you choose a business in the first place instead of just going, blah, I'm gonna stay home with my kids, have fun, blah, blah. Because you have an enthusiasm for life and you like embracing challenges to up-level yourself. You're like, challenge, starting a business, sounds like a good challenge. Okay, I'll do it, right? And you want to be that servant leader. Now, the lessons you've been learning along the way, or are learning, or will learn, are about having a visionary mindset, whether it's for you, your business, or your people, and embracing your true nature. You've got to come back to yourself. Come back to yourself. Come back to yourself. Stop squeezing yourself into other people's molds. The more you lean into that, the better the mindset coach you're going to be. And then what you like to talk about are energy management and boundaries and taking action to change. So make sure those are your content themes. Again, it can be specifically energy management as it relates to mindset, boundaries as it relates to mindset, taking action to change as it relates to mindset. I think this all go pretty well together, but make sure those content themes are coming out very strongly. And go ahead and talk about the lessons you've learned, the visionary mindset, embracing your true nature. That will also attract people, like attract or repel the right people to you. Now, speaking of people, the clients you need to work with just have these two values. Only there for these two. They view life as an opportunity for growth and they are willing to adapt. So you're going to give them ideas because you open them up to new ways of doing things. And they're like, sure, I'm willing to try that. Sure, I'm willing to up-level myself, expand to the next life or business season as a mompreneur. So filter your clients, fire your clients, whatever. By doing that, they have to view life as growth and they have to be willing to take new advice. And then your true people, your tribe, is also going to appreciate the fact that you create new things for them. The fact that you're like, oh, that mindset regime didn't work, never worked. Well, just come up with a totally new protocol for you. Here you go. Wow, it works. Thank you so much. They love that about you. So mention that in your branding, your positioning, your messaging too. You create something new. These are not just like stock templates you run everyone through, okay? You personalize it. You adapt it. And this is most felt when you become an entrepreneur and give yourself creative freedom. You don't worry about how it's going to be received. You just create ideas. So kudos to you for going out and starting the business because your chart said you needed to become a business owner for this for this impact in the world to be felt. Okay, so go you. You're already doing it. Now, here's what's going to block you in your business though: incessant internal dialogue. You have a tendency towards that. That's the flip side of being really creative with a lot of ideas, is you can block off those ideas being like, and mulling over things and chewing over things. And what if it's not good enough in those? Okay, so whenever you see that, stop yourself, hit the internal pause button, recenter, ground, and then you can come back to being the ideas, and your business is going to go back to flourishing. Okay, now, Melissa, I think your chart said you're right on that balance of 40. So you may start noticing your pre-40 theme or your post-40 theme in terms of the clients you help. Whichever one, or maybe both, sound true to you right now. Just know that you're coming from the pre-40 and you're going to the post-40. So somewhere in here, you're going to level up. But before 40, so what you are used to doing and helping people with mindset, you're used to helping people who wanted to balance a different perspective, all the different perspectives they had going on, find win-win solutions. Like they were like, I cannot accept that my CEO self is going to have to give in to my mom self and vice versa. There's got to be a win-win way to do this. You're like, yes, absolutely. Let me show you. Now, after 40, since you're basically right at 40, you're going to be helping people who want to handle the full emotional spectrum of life. So plans are going to shift, kind of. They want mindset coaching because they're mompreneurs juggling so much. They know they need to be able to handle it. So they know they need a mindset coach to give them that outside perspective. Okay. Now, how you're going to level up your business, hitting new milestones, is actually kind of interesting. It's by recognizing who you need to be mentored by. So to me, this looks like a direct 100 correlation between you saying, I need more sales skills for that one-to-one sales thing. Okay, I'm going to work with a sales coach. Poof, you level up your income. I feel like I really need a thing on coaching, how to become a better coach, ask better questions. I'm going to work with like a master coach. Boom, you leveled up. So for you, it's all about finding another coach who can add something to you. You integrate that, your income goes up. and then you find another and another and another. Okay. Now, the specific talent you use to make money is embracing your unique talent instead of settling for less. So for you, that's the mindset thing. Or drove you into the mindset business, your unique skills and abilities. Do not settle for less in your business. Embrace your uniqueness. You do that. That's what's going to unblock the flow of abundance, the money channel for you. And the specific way you are meant to use your money is get people solutions and empowerment by paying, like investing in what they're doing so that they can have that because they didn't have the money to do it. So this is the same as our 6-2 manifesting generator, I think. You're not very good at nothing. You don't just receive. What you do is you say, oh, you couldn't get to your internship. You don't have transportation. I'll buy a car for you. You need to start a new business, but you need $20,000 in the ads and advertising to get seen or to put together the promo kit and get on the stage. Sure, I can fund that for you because I understand you're a broke college student, so is your business partner. And this is a tiny amount to an entrepreneur. But the point is, you don't even have the business yet, but I can see where it could go. So I'm going to fund that for you. Or you're sitting there saying, yeah, I ran into this person at church. They have an amazing idea for a hair salon for busy moms, and it's got this like daycare center attached to it. This is so great, but they need the money to buy all the kids stuff in addition to the hair stuff, and they don't have it. But I like their business. I believe in what their business could be. I see the need for it. I'm going to help fund you. Sure. So remember, when you are making the money by embracing that talent, not settling for less, you've got to also have an outflow. Think of it like business philanthropy. You need to be the angel investor for other people to make sure you keep getting more and more money in because your job is to invest. Okay. So keep doing that. You'll keep getting more money to manage, aka to invest. Now, your abilities. As a mindset coach, you have the potential for great emotional intelligence developed by stepping into experiences without expectations and sharing your learning with others. You have a great thing for such a close kind of rewiring, coaching relationship. You also have a deep knowing that allows you to understand why things are the way they are, which I think you're probably using to say, okay, I understand how you got trapped in your head like this. I understand what went into that. So I can help you get out of that. You also have the gift of challenging yourself and others to transcend limits and get out of their comfort zone. Completely plays into mindset coaching. Like I think you're using this one really strongly, so good for you. Now, let's also look at your centers. So you have a few centers you are really, really high in. Okay, this is what God knew you would need for this particular vocation. You are very high, like very, 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 very high. An expression of thoughts and ideas. So you have multiple communication platforms and you've got like a podcast. Your work with your clients is all about like words. You do a heavy amount of marketing, freebies, like it's all more content. Good, keep going. Never pull back on content. You are extremely high in communication for a reason. Okay. Your containers with your clients should be communication, like you giving them thoughts or writing things out for them or recording videos for them, something like that. That should also be in your container if you don't already have that, but no, you probably do. You're also very high in finding ways to de-stress the deadlines and the pressure. It's not that you're inherently good at handling it. You're inherently good at finding ways to de-stress from pressure. Interesting twist, right? Excuse me, especially since you're a mindset coach. I would imagine mindset coaching comes along with de-stressing. And specifically, if you're helping mompreneurs with their mindset, I expect mompreneurs deal with a lot of deadlines and pressure. So you are specifically helping them de-stress that in your work. And if you're not, make sure you're bringing that in, okay? Because you are really, really good at it because you've developed that ability for yourself. You're also fairly high in information and thinking. You like processing information, taking in information, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if this is, you do a lot of studying and research into new like mental health coaching techniques for your clients or something, but you are really good at this. Make sure this is all part of your offers, okay? Because you have that research base. Now, environment for you. So in other words, the type of place that is going to set your nervous system at ease, where your best ideas come, where the right opportunities find you, is actually working from home. Some people are meant to work from home, like total quiet. Some people aren't. You are. So good for you. You have your own business, you're working from home, you're seeing mindset clients virtually. Exactly right on. It also notes that you don't like moving. You like being rooted and grounded in one place. You've always felt weird that you're a homebody. You didn't like to travel. You didn't want to bing around on trips. You want to just stay in one spot. Well, that's why. Okay. The more you are at home, it does not stifle you. It's what frees you. It roots you. It's what lets all this beautiful mindset work stuff with their clients come out and be easy for you to access. When you embrace your unique talent, when you view life as opportunity for growth, when you create something new for people, it's because you're in one place, not stressing your system with adapting to new things. Okay. Even your selling is going to be better. That one-to-one, easy, natural connecting, relating to people and connecting them with what they need when you are just working from home. Okay. So don't sit there like trying to meet them in person at new coffee shops around the city or something. Like work from home in peace and quiet to do your selling. That probably will improve it. Okay, so this was our second 3-5 manifester. We can only differentiate her, this Melissa, from Joy because they have totally different like vocations and brands, but they're extremely similar in the other aspects of their chart, which is what they got told individually. I hope you enjoyed this mini behind the scenes look into a business audit, business reading, excuse me. Have a wonderful day.